Hey guys, it's Jennifer from Live, Laugh, Love to Read. Today I'm doing a book review on The Things We Cannot Say by Kelly Rimmer. So this is her newest book. Got this for free from the library. Yay. And this book was pretty good. I'm giving it 4.2 stars. So if you don't like just historical books, then that's okay, because this one goes back and forth between 1942, which is Alina's story in Poland, and then her grown granddaughter, Alice, in the present day. So, let me read a synopsis, then we're going to talk about it. Says, in 1942, Europe remains in the relentless grip of war. Just beyond the tents of the Russian refugee camp she calls home, a young woman speaks her wedding vows. It's a decision that will alter her destiny, and it's a lie that will remain buried until the next century. Since she was 9 years old, Alina Ziak knew she would marry her best friend Tomasz. Now 15 and engaged, Alina is unconcerned by reports of Nazi soldiers at the Polish border, believing her neighbors that they pose no real threat, and dreams instead of the day Tomasz returns from college in Warsaw so they can be married. But little by little, injustice by brutal injustice, the Nazi occupation takes hold, and Alina's tiny rural village, its families, are divided by fear and hate. Then, as the fabric of their lives is slowly picked apart, Tomasz disappears. Where Alina used to measure time between visits from her beloved, now she measures the spaces between hope and despair, waiting for word from Tomasz and avoiding the attentions of the soldiers who patrol her parents' farm. But for now, even deafening silence is preferable to grief. Slipping between Nazi-occupied Poland and one frenetic pace of modern life, Kelly Rimmer creates an emotional and finely wrought narrative that weaves together two women's stories into a tapestry of perseverance, loyalty, love, and honor. So, the story goes back and forth between Alina in 1942 in Poland and then her grown granddaughter, Alice. Now, Alice has two children, and she's married to Wade. It's the present day. Alice has her oldest daughter, who is 10, who is quite gifted, has a very high IQ. Then she has her son, who is 7, who is nonverbal autistic. Yeah. So we're going back and forth in the story, and what happens is Grandma, who is 95, has a stroke, and she's in the hospital. Well, they go to see her, and Eddie, who is the autistic son, is very close to Grandma. He climbs up in her hospital bed, lays down with her, and he has an iPad with an app on it that he uses to talk. Grandma gets the iPad and starts punching buttons. What she wants before she dies is for Alice, her grown granddaughter, to go back to Poland. And she has a list of addresses and names, and she wants answers, and she wants pictures and videos and such. Yeah. But for Alice, it's a big deal to leave her family for a few days to go to Poland. But she does it. So the story is going back and forth. It's telling Alina's story of living through through Poland in 1942 and the things that she had to endure. And it doesn't really tell you in the beginning. It does have some secrets that are revealed as the book goes along, which I really liked. And I have to say, if this had just been a historical book, I probably wouldn't have picked it up. But since it had both storylines, that's up my alley. Also, Kelly Rimmer is one of my favorite authors, and so that's another reason I picked up. And it was free from the library. Hello. But I'm giving it 4.2 stars. The only reason it didn't get more from me is because I kind of found myself skipping sentences. Yeah. And that could have just been the mood I was in. I don't know. I get that way sometimes when I'm reading. Sometimes I'll skip whole paragraphs if I'm really kind of like, okay, this part's really boring, but I kind of want to know what's going to happen. Then I do that. But this one, I just kind of was skipping the sentences, just a few here and there. And but I still enjoyed the story. I would highly recommend it, especially if you like any kind of historical books or if you like Kelly Rimmer. I would say this was one of her better books. I really, really enjoyed it. If you get a chance, I would highly recommend reading The Things We Cannot Say. And that's all I got, guys. I hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas and a happy New Year. And here's to hoping 2021 is going to be better for everybody. And that's all. That's all I got. If you like this video, how about a like? And hey, while you're here, how about a subscribe? Also, while I got you here, I'll show you my new overalls. They're super, super cute. And you're going to be seeing me in a lot of overalls because I've decided I really like them. Why not? They're very comfortable. They're loose. I especially like them to work in. I'm a Shipt shopper, so I work for Shipt, and I shop your groceries and deliver to your house. And I'm telling you, overalls are comfortable to do that in. Especially right now in the wintertime in Oklahoma. You never know what the day's going to bring. We go back and forth in weather. Today I wore this with the thermal under it, with a coat. Well, I wouldn't say a coat. A thick sweater, and I was perfectly fine working. And then if it's not as cold, I can wear a t-shirt under them. And hey, I'm really loving them. In fact, I ordered another pair. I ordered another pair. This pair is called Adriana Sport, I think is the brand name, which I bought them at Goodwill. And I really love them. They're too big, but they're baggy, and I like it. So I ordered a new pair, and they're Torrid. I ordered them on eBay and got them, and way too big. So I sold them back on eBay to a different person, and I have ordered a different pair of overalls. Hopefully they work out. I mean, I'm not spending very much on them, so right now the thrift stores are open and Goodwill's open, but I've been looking and haven't seen any overalls there. Except for this pair, and it's been a little while since I bought these. But yeah, so I'm loving overalls. Let me know in the comment section if you like overalls, and what do you think of these? I think they're super cute. I'm going to be wearing them a lot, so get used to it. That's all I got, guys. See you next time.